Only lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit CarsPlusGuam.com for details. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Now on Primetime, the family of a son of Guam shot and killed in Texas by police officers is seeking answers. Plus, the search continued today for 55-year-old Kenneth Bigby. We'll bring you the latest update. And from Central Guam, with the island having 60,000 people fully vaccinated, clinics continue, and this time in the village of Agana Heights.
Hafnang, good evening. I'm Adriana Cotero. A son of Guam shot by police in Texas and his family here at home want answers and are calling for justice.
They said it was 6 to 8 gunshots from behind.
It was on April 10th, 31-year-old rescuee Ram was fatally shot by San Marcos, Texas police. He was a 2009 graduate of Simon Sanchez High School. 11 years ago, he moved to Texas to pursue a career in nursing. More than 2 weeks since his death, his sister, Makenda Ram, still waits for answers from the San Marcos Police Department.
When I found out about the news, I read it on Facebook, and it said that he was charging them with a knife in his hand, slashing motion. I believed at the time I read the news that it's not him. That's not my brother, because he wouldn't fight any police officials.
According to local news reports in Texas, Iram was crossing I-35 on foot when he allegedly charged the officers with a weapon.
Also, witnesses from the highway, they said that his hands were in the air like he was surrendering. But then they shot him.
Based on a press release, KSAT News reports officers attempted to detain Iram and that he was allegedly threatening officers with a knife, and then police began shooting. 3 separate investigations were launched by public safety and police department officials, and 2 officers have been placed on administrative leave.
I'm also angry about this because why would they put them on leave? They should be in prison. They should pay for this, and we're looking and we're seeking for justice.
She believes her brother is a victim of police brutality and is demanding that the body cam footage and names of the officers be released.
They use weapons. They use weapons because of his color. They killed him because of his color. I know that for sure because he was a great man. And right now, he would have been alive doing more great things. They need to pay for what they did because they shattered hearts everywhere. A lot of people love my brother.
Makenda says all that knew her older brother knew how caring and kind he truly was.
It's just unbelievable. And I don't believe my brother would ever do such a thing. Because growing up, he raised me. He raised all of us, me and my siblings. He helped my mom and dad raise each and every one of us. And he would always tell us to be kind to others. He would show us kindness too.
Rescue is remembered by his father and 4 siblings. According to Makenda, their mother passed away last year. Rescue was unable to come home for their funeral because of a separate case from 2019 involving a traffic citation. If you would like to help the Iram family in bringing Rescue home, you can visit their GoFundMe page. The latest in the search for 55-year-old Kenneth Bigby, GFD Battalion Chief Dean Uggan provided an update at the command post as Day 3 efforts resumed bright and early this morning.
Working with the Coast Guard to get us some type of drift model to expand our primary search. The first day, our search areas were basically in the Tangisan area. Yesterday's operational period extended northerly because of the current and the water conditions, and then with our operations, we are continuing to expand the search area.
Bigby was last seen Friday morning, and efforts have been focused in the Tangisan area, where he may have ventured into the waters to dive. This afternoon, a briefing was held with rescue personnel and the family of Bigby. GFD spokesperson Cherika Chargaloff.
If no significant findings, this will be our last day to actively be in the water searching.
She is asking for the public's assistance in that if they find any credible material such as diving gear or anything significant, they can call 911 or GPD. For one woman, the first day on the job also meant getting her first dose of Pfizer. Tyler Mazzoni reports from the Agania Heights Gym.
Joining the vaccination can be looked at as an initiation. For Karina Santos, it was an extra special day because her new boss, Mayor Paul McDonald, suggested that she take advantage of the village-based vaccination clinic, which was right next door.
Thanks to the mayor next door, I'm over there. He sent me to go get the...
It was her first day on the job and her first dose of Moderna. Santos previously scheduled an appointment to receive the single-dose Johnson & Johnson, but that was canceled after the FDA put a temporary pause on it. She explains that she was a bit scared to receive the vaccine.
I'm afraid, but you have to do what's right. If you really, how I'm thinking about it is, you know, like how our kids, we have to give them shots. It's for their safety because if an outbreak, and even if all it takes is one person and that's it, everyone's infected.
Santos says she feels relieved now that she's a part of the vaccination.
Because I'm doing what's right to protect myself and everyone else.
And as the vaccination rate increases and hospitalizations for COVID decrease, Karina shares her message to anyone that may be on the fence about getting vaccinated.
Don't be afraid. You need to protect yourself, and it's for our island. We have to keep contain it. So we want everything to go back to normal. So we need to get our shots and do what we need to do. Whatever, you know, the governor directs, you have to follow. She's a nurse, so, you know, she knows what's good for us.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Mazzoni.
Stick around for more news here on Primetime. You're watching KUAM.
Half a day. As we look ahead to a brighter tomorrow, Matson's commitment to Guam and Micronesia remains stronger than ever. While the world around us is ever-changing, what remains unchanged is our commitment to you, our customers, and the island communities we serve. Shipping is what we do best, and serving our community is at the heart of everything we do. But we don't do it alone. This is why we support organizations that make caring for the people and the environment a top priority. We know that many count on Matson's lifeline services in the Pacific, and that's why we continue to work hard to ensure that our shipments remain on time all the time. Matson recently added another Aloha-class vessel to our schedule. We now have two of Matson's largest and fastest ships serving Guam from the U.S. West Coast and Hawaii. With our new state-of-the-art vessels, we stand ready to support the region's economic recovery. Thank you for the privilege of serving you for the last 25 years, and you can count on Matson to be here for the next 25 years and beyond.
Social distancing may be the new norm, but connection will always be our tradition. Through good times and tough times, we remain connected with you. Masks may be the new fashion, but protection will always be our style. You can always count on us to protect the things that matter the most. Sanitizing may be the new routine, but caring will always be our practice. We care about your loved ones and the things you value the most. And as we welcome our new normal, one thing remains certain: we will always be here for you. We're open and ready to serve you. CALVO'S Insurance, a legacy of trust.
There's never a bad time to enjoy my newest sauced and loaded curly fries. Try triple cheddar or spicy pepper jack, both topped with slow-smoked bacon. Get both, only at Jack in the Box.
With Prism Home Wi-Fi, I'm not just getting smart Wi-Fi that adapts and delivers consistent speeds that cater to my lifestyle needs. I'm getting peace of mind with real-time online security that monitors every device on my network. Parental controls with the ability to filter age-appropriate content for my child. And with HomePass, I have full control over my network and so much more. Experience Wi-Fi and beyond with Prism Home Wi-Fi, powered by Plume HomePass from GTA.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Welcome back. A resolution to commemorate World Water Day drew lengthy debate during legislative session today. But the impassioned speeches were directed more at certain language in the measure opposing the controversial firing ranges at Andersen Air Force Base. Nestor Lecanto has more.
The resolution by Senator Sabina Perez includes clauses critical of the live fire training ranges being built at Northwest Field. It links them to potential contamination of the island's main water source, the Northern Lens Aquifer. It further calls on United Nations special representatives to come to Guam and report back on the impact of the military buildup. Supporters applauded the insertion of the highly charged language, while detractors said the issues raised belong in a separate, standalone resolution.
We've been at this for many terms. You know, our people know the details of this project. But I liken it to, say, it's hard to say, like abuse, right? Abuse can happen many, many times. But once somebody sees from the outside that something of harm is happening, then there's a greater likelihood of it stopping.
As I read the resolution where I had concerns, as we went from talking about the importance of safe drinking water to what is becoming an interpretation of almost an anti-military resolution. If that was the agenda, then call it what it is, and then we can debate that issue.
This basically almost infers that all of that activity happens on the base. That it happens on a military facility. That it's going to happen on the live firing range. When in fact, a lot of that activity also happens in the community on the other side of the fence. And what are we doing to address that?
I just refuse to have the record show that we said nothing. And that we said it's okay, it's not okay. And the reason why, despite all their promises of taking care of these areas and that we are going to plant a forest somewhere else to take care of the ones that we have destroyed over the aquifer, it leaves our future generations with a bigger threat, with potentially less resources. And I feel like that is all of our duty here, is to protect these resources for them.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
The resolution was moved to the third reading file for later voting. Session resumes Tuesday morning. April 22nd was the deadline for public officials to submit their financial disclosure statements to the Guam Election Commission. However, out of 400 officials, 102 failed to do so. GEC Executive Director Maria Pangilinan.
Members of boards and commissions are required to submit their conflict of interest statements. If they don't have a conflict, then they just simply sign a one-pager that says I don't have potential conflict. They turn it in. They've met the mandate.
And while Pangilinan says 102 isn't exactly a large number, all reports and the list of members have been turned over to the Guam Ethics Commission. Any board or commission members that haven't submitted their conflict of interest statement are advised to do so at this time. A new steakhouse has made its way to the island and is set to open soon, but needs a team to do so. KUAM's Isaiah Uggan has this report.
With a Longhorn Steakhouse launching soon and job openings are needing to be filled, we spoke with some island residents hoping to secure a steady source of income.
I'm just looking for a server job, maybe here or Olive Garden or anywhere else that's this job fair is for.
Okay, so why did you apply, or what made you come up to the job fair today?
I'm actually a student, and I felt like I needed a job to help support my family, and so just taking a leap of faith and trying.
So I saw this post on Facebook, which my girlfriend introduced to me, and she was just like, "Hey, let's go apply for this job fair," and I was like, "Okay, let's go check it out."
Honestly, I'm really interested, and I've only been into one job fair, which happened I think 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to get the experience again just to see what opportunities they have for me.
A job fair was held at their Tamuning location in front of the Guam Premier Outlets today. The restaurant is looking to fill 50 positions such as servers, service assistants, bartenders, cooks, dishwashers, and prep cooks. General Manager Donna DiDigio says the original plan was to have their grand opening on March 9th of last year, but that changed after COVID hit our island. After a year-long wait, DiDigio says the restaurant is set to open next month.
So our opening date is on May 17, and then
we're just filling up all the vacancies that we have. We do have some hired employees already, so we're just trying to make up all the vacancies that we have right now.
She explained to KUAM what makes their steakhouse exclusive.
It's going to be cheaper prices for premium steaks that we have. Our service, it's going to be outstanding service, of course.
She also expressed her feelings now that the restaurant is about ready to start up the grill.
I cannot really express how excited I was for a year that I've been, or almost 2 years already, that I've been preparing and wanted to open Longhorn Steakhouse, and I'm just counting days right now, so I'm really excited.
Anyone interested in joining the Longhorn team is asked to fill out the application form at Applebee's from 2 to 5 p.m. or you can email your resume to donna@longhornguam.com. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi, Isaiah Uggan.
Thank you, Isaiah. Coming up, Dave Delgado has your local sports roundup, and still to come, we kick off our Sustainability Matters series. You're watching KUAM.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.
The thing about freedom is, freedom has no limits. There's no such thing as too many adventures or too many unforgettable moments. There will never be too many stories to write or too many memories to make. But when it comes to a vehicle that will be there for it all, there's only one. Jeep.
We knew it was time to make these when we started asking things like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to get a warm cinnamon roll right now? And why can't this kind of muffin come from the same place as a McMuffin? And isn't your coffee lonely without company from a glazed apple fritter? Well, consider these our 3 resounding yeses. Meet the new bakery sweets at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day.
Hi.
That will be $20, please.
I forgot my Mobile Smiles Driver's Rewards card.
No worries. You can now use your registered mobile number to earn points.
Can I use my mobile number to redeem rewards?
Sure. Just show us your photo ID or driver's license.
That's easy.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the show tonight, ESA track and field highlights from JFK. IIAAG boys volleyball semifinals from the jungle, along with some bowling results from you. Check it out. Southern JFK, Teasan, Ukadu, and Guam High competed in the second meet of the ESA track and field season. JFK will host the 6-week-long schedule. In the varsity men's shot put, Deshaun Warren took first with a distance of 9.59 meters. Teammate Ben Barcinas placed second at 9.56 meters. Christian Cat finished the sweep for Teasan with a distance of 9.14 meters. Girls 100-meter hurdles, Islanders' Maria Calvo took the top spot at 19.98. Francesca Villagomez was second with a time of 21.88. Teammate Trinity Estoy was third at 24.11. Boys 110-meter hurdles, Jovan Pineda was first from JFK at 16.24. Aaron Milan, also representing the Islanders, was second at 20.61. Teammate Myron Bloss was third at 22.77. Girls 100 meters, first was Guam High's Kaylee Guerrero at 13.74. Panthers took the top 3 spots with Megan Sheffield coming in second at 13.82. Princess Fajardo was third at 14.13. Boys 100 meters was also a clean sweep by Guam High. Andre Johnson was first at 11.54. Aaron Johnson was second at 11.91. Logan Brewer was third at 12.21. The Panthers' 3 sprinters also finished 1, 2, and 3 in the 200-meter event. Girls discus, Ukudu's Naya Belga was first at 20.68 meters. Teason athlete Zoe Indalecio was second at 19.14 meters. JFK's Lauren Teixeira was third at 18.58 meters. Girls long jump, Maria Calvo took first at 4.27 meters for JFK. Teason High's Victoria Kichichu was second at 3.85 meters. Aaliyah Jones out of Guam High was third at 3.89 meters. Girls 1,500 and 3,000 meter races, Liliana Fennessy took the top spots, 11 minutes 52 seconds for the 3,000 meters, and 5 minutes 19 seconds for the 1,500 meter race. Teammate Samaya Wilbank came in second for both events, 5 minutes 24 seconds for the 1,500 meters, and 12 minutes 27 seconds for the 3,000 meters. The Father Duenas Friars are heading to the IIAAG Boys High School Volleyball Championship game. FD beat Notre Dame in 4 sets, 25-19, 24-26, 25-12, 25-21. The Friars will play the Harvest Eagles in the title game. Harvest defeated the St. Paul Warriors 25-23, 23-25, 25-19, 25-23. The Friars finished the regular season undefeated with a 5-0 record. The title game is scheduled for tomorrow night at the Jungle after the consolation game between Notre Dame and St. Paul. In bowling news, Maria Wood won her first title of the year as the lone female competitor at the King of the Lanes tilt. Maria bowled a 233, beating out Erin Elliott, who finished with a 201. In the Prince Monthly finale, second seed Corey Roberto defeated fifth seed Jacelyn Espiritu 209 to 163. The next King and Prince of the Lanes will be held on Sunday, May 23rd at 1:30 in the afternoon at the Central Lanes Bowling Center. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
The closure of Dededo and Harmon Branch really is bittersweet.
I get a little sentimental, and just because I come from an era where, a brick and mortar is a symbol.
COVID-19 has forced us, I think, to make a lot of changes to how we operate.
But I think the upside to that is it's just a brief pause and we'll be back.
Our guiding star has always been the vision of our founder, which is to be the driving force for prosperity in the communities that we serve. But we also know that we need to bring that forward in a way that is relevant for the age that we're living in.
I feel that all these new things coming are a big indicator that we're here for you. We're here for our customers, our familia, and we're here to grow and learn every step of the way with you.
To wrap up Earth Month tonight, we are kicking off our 5-part series, Sustainability Matters. All week long, we'll be featuring businesses, groups, and families doing their part to live sustainability, encourage sustainable practices, and make Guam a better place to live. Joan Ugan-Charfaras has more about Love Guam, a group who is committed to making the island beautiful.
Sustainability Matters is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc.
Love Guam was founded almost 2 years ago by Hyun Lee. What prompted the formation of the group?
Love Guam started just very easy. When I went jungle, buying photo trash, I say, small trash bag, pick up, and I just talked to all my friends. The friends say, we're doing, and we just starting. That's our first reason.
Love Guam is a volunteer-based organization that holds an island cleanup project every month. The goal of the group is to promote the idea that everybody can make a difference in keeping the island beautiful. For group volunteers Terry Taylor and Jen Carr, it was a cause they were happy to get on board with.
My wife and I moved here several years back, and we had a group in Wisconsin and another one in the Dominican, and we came here, we were trying to recreate that. But what we saw was we were recreating the wheel because she already had an organization in place and getting literally dozens of volunteers to go out and do these cleanups. And then I sat down and talked to her, and she was talking about how she had this multi-phase approach about not only doing the cleanups, but then getting into the education and getting into the communities and getting them to, not just stop the litter, pick up the litter, but to stop the litter. I thought, wow, that's a great organization to, pair up with. And then instead of pairing up with, she had gotten so much done, I just kind of came in and said, let us work with you.
It's just a great opportunity, being here originally as a contractor, but living here now, and just giving back what the island gives us.
According to Lee, who is also the owner of Fusion Tavern, Love Guam has held numerous cleanups at places all over the island, from Chelon Ramirez and Jigo to areas notorious for illegal dumping. These areas are suggested by friends and members of the community who are frustrated by these eyesores. Most recently, about 50 volunteers came out and picked up trash at a popular spot on the island.
Last week we went to the Marble Cave. We literally said, too dirty. That's why I'm studying the Love Guam. I want beautiful island.
Lee is asking for the community's help. Love Guam will be heading to the Zero Down Gilbaza subdivision in Jigo on Saturday, May 15th to conduct a cleanup. The event is set to begin at 10 a.m. If you would like more information or you would like to volunteer, you can find Love Guam's page on Facebook.
This is not only our job, not mayor's job, not governor's job. There's your job. Please pick up only 1, 2, 3. 3 trash one day, and we can get the more better.
Sustainability Matters is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Happy rainy Monday birthday, and there's nothing wrong with that. To Rilin Tambora, happy birthday to you from your friends and family, including us here at KUAM and Cold Stone Creamery. Also, Donald Torres Jr., happy birthday to Donald. Coming from the one and only one of all is the family. Nice. Great shout out, guys. And belated birthday wishes going out to J. Rose Baby St. Nicholas, who was born on April the 25th. Happy birthday number 1. Blessings to you and lots of love on your special day. We love you always. Say mommy, daddy, and your sisters. And Ananaya Ha'ani Tyron. Happy birthday number 8 to Analaya. We love you from Grandma Jenny, mommy, daddy, Preston, and the family. And of course, everybody, Mother's Day is right around the corner, so you want to celebrate Mother's Day with Cold Stone Creamery. They've got handcrafted premium ice cream cakes that are made fresh every single day, just for mom. So please place your order now.
And that's going to do it for us here on Prime Time. Thank you for watching. Have a good night and be safe.